Are you looking for the perfect ride cymbal? Do you know what the perfect ride cymbal sounds like? Do you happen to already own the perfect ride cymbal? Do I own the perfect ride cymbal? We're going to get into the answers to those questions in just a little bit, so stick around. Towards the end of this video, I'll be showing you different ride cymbals that I own, what I think of them. Do I consider each one the perfect ride cymbal? Do I think one of them is more perfect than the others? Whatnot. So stick around, folks, and here we go. Let's get into it. Now, it's my opinion that the most important cymbal on the drum set is the ride cymbal. More important than the hi-hat? Yes. More important than the crash cymbals? Yes. More important than your china? Yeah. More important than your special effects cymbals? Yeah. Unless, of course, you are more into a different type of music that is all about effect cymbals or things like that. But again, my opinion is the ride cymbal is the most important cymbal on your kit. I think that you need to spend your time looking and trying out different ride cymbals to find the one that works for you. There are so many different kinds of ride cymbals, so many companies, so many different weights, so many different makes and models, flat rides, mega bell rides, thin rides, heavy rides, rides that when you hit them, they just ping, and rides that when you hit them, they just wash. So you do need to go out and you do need to try them. It's really hard to get on Amazon and buy a ride cymbal. It just is. Will it come and will it sound okay? More than likely it will. Will it be the sound you really wanted? That's really up for debate. I've been lucky a couple of times. I won't lie, I've done it. And I've gotten lucky. And I'm going to count my blessings on that one. So, again, get to a store, especially if you're younger, especially if you're a student, especially if you just got into this. Get to a store that has drums and cymbals and try them out. Bring your own sticks, by the way, because they may have sticks that you can use to try out cymbals, but they might not be your stick and they'll all sound different. So bring the sticks that you use. Bring those. Like if you've seen my video on what's in my mallet bag or what's in my stick bag, you know that my favorite stick at the moment is a Vic Firth 55A. So if I went to any music store to try cymbals and they gave me a pair of sticks to try on them and they were 7As, that's not even remotely the same sound I use or that I'm going for. So bring your own sticks with you and try cymbals out at a store. All right, go to a store, try them out, try many of them out. Try cymbals from different companies. You know, go in, if you're a Zildjian guy, okay, I get it. I mean, I've become a pretty heavy Zildjian user recently. And I get it. You're probably going to look for Zildjians first. But hey, if you don't have an endorsement or whatnot, try Sabian. They make great cymbals. Try Meinl. They make great cymbals. Try Peisty. They make great cymbals. So try them all. Find that sound because ultimately you're going for the sound. Who cares what the company is? Again, if you're not endorsed, who cares? You're going for a sound. Now, my particular view of the perfect ride cymbal now in my life, right at this moment, is a great all-around sounding ride cymbal. What does that even mean? That means that I want my ride cymbal to have good stick definition when you're playing it with the tip of the stick. It needs to be able to define that stick sound, whether it's rock and roll, straight eighth note, ding ding, 1 and 2 and 3 and, or that it's jazz, 1, 2, a 3, 4, a 1. I have to have that stick definition. Part 2, I have to have a good bell. Is the bell a good sound? Is it a good sounding bell? Is it a pure sounding bell is what I like. Lastly, it needs to be crashable. I need to be able to like play ride patterns and then crash on the side, and it needs to have that wash you get from a crash. And definitely, believe me, not all ride cymbals have that. I have many ride cymbals, and quite a few of them have no crashability whatsoever. Sure, can you crash on them? But yeah, you can, but they don't really have that cool wash you're looking for. So that's my idea of the perfect ride cymbal at the moment. But it has changed over the last 30 years. When I was younger, I didn't care about crashing on it because I had crash cymbals. I just wanted a ride that had ping. I wanted to just lay into it for rock shows and just ride on it with stick definition and have a great bell. So it being thicker and less crashy was fine. But over the course of my professional career in teaching, I am at a place now where I want a ride cymbal that's all around. And I think when you're a student, when you're a newer student, when you're looking for your first serious ride cymbal, I think you need to go and get an all-around ride cymbal. Because let's be honest, unless you are currently in a band that is playing very specific music, say you're in a metal band, okay, you don't probably want an all-around ride cymbal. You want a ride cymbal that's got a lot of ping and it's got a real potent bell. Or you're playing in, your main gig is jazz. You only play jazz combos. Well, you're probably not going to want that real pingy ride cymbal. You're going to want more of a washy ride cymbal that does crash. So any one of those could be the perfect ride cymbal for you. Mine happens to be all around for what I do because I play all types of music. I just want a ride cymbal that can handle most of it, or all of it for that matter. So pick a ride cymbal that's right for you. And again, if you're a student, go with an all-around ride cymbal. Find a ride cymbal that has good stick definition, that has a great bell, and that you can crash on. That'll be the best ride cymbal you can have, that you could buy, until you're able to buy something more specific if you're in a situation where you need more specifics. All right, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you what I mean by my perfect ride cymbal. Do I own it? I think I'm pretty close. I couldn't tell you that it is absolute and I will never have another ride cymbal because this is the one and this is the holy grail of ride cymbals and I will never have another one. I can't tell you that. It's a great sounding ride cymbal. I use it for almost everything. And you're gonna see, again, like I said, my perfect ride cymbal, great stick definition, great bell, great crash. Got that washy crash. That is my perfect ride cymbal. So I'm gonna demonstrate each one of those for you. So first off, let's take a look at the stick definition. Now my ride cymbal that I'm really enjoying right now, that I would consider at the moment my perfect ride cymbal, as well, at least as close as I can get it, is a Zildjian Constantinople Renaissance. And it happens to be 22 inches. So on the slightly larger side, however, ride cymbals seem to be getting larger and larger. But mine is a 22-inch Zildjian Constantinople Renaissance ride. So let's go check out some stick definition. All right, next up, let's try that bell out. Let's see what that bell sounds like. Lastly, let's try its crash qualities. Is it washy? Is it not washy? Is it real ringy? I personally think it's got a great crash quality, but here we go. Let's check it out. Now, I'm going to put up another ride cymbal. This is my Zildjian 22-inch Kirk medium ride. This is definitely a different sound. This is not what I would consider an all-arounder. I do like to put this up next to my Renaissance ride as just a different dark sound. The bell is not what I enjoy playing on as far as a bell, and it's also rather flat. It isn't a flat ride by any stretch, but it's definitely flatter, and its crashability is great. It's very washy and it's very dark. So let's check out the stick definition on the the K Kirk Zildjian. Here we go. All right, here comes the bell. Hopefully this comes through on the video, on the audio, excuse me, that it's not quite what I would consider the greatest bell in the world, but it's still a great cymbal. Here's the bell. All right, lastly, let's check out the crash. Okay, so I hope you saw the difference between the Renaissance ride and the Kirk ride. One more I'm going to put up, and I just got this one not too long ago, a couple months back. And this was a cymbal that I had started with when I started my career playing. And it's a 20-inch Zildjian ping ride. And I have no idea why I sold it. We're talking I sold it like 25, 30 years ago. You're young and dumb and you got rid of it. That's the best excuse I have. So I just decided, hey, I want like a very specific rock ride cymbal. And I remember that being just a great rock ride cymbal. So I went and purchased another one, and I do truly love it for that setting. You're gonna notice that its crashability isn't quite there. It's a little more boingy. So yeah, in any case, let's check out the stick definition. Here's the 20-inch Zildjian ping ride. All right, let's go for that bell. Check out the bell. Here is the crashability of the ping ride. Not terrible, but it's definitely not my favorite crash sound. So here's the crash on the 20-inch Zildjian ping ride. Okay, there you have it. 3 different ride cymbals that I use for different things. Again, the Renaissance ride, the first one I showed, is my current in my view, perfect ride cymbal that I own, or at least as close as you can get to it for my ears. I have many others. I have Sabians. I have Meinls. And they're all great. They really are. They're all great. I just happen to be in a Zildjian mode at the moment. But yeah, those other ones, they all have their thing. They all have their sound. They all have their bell. They all have their crash ability, or they don't have crash ability. I've got a really nice Meinl flat ride with some rivets in it. So that's, that adds a whole new dynamic to this. But I hope you see that you need to go out and try different ride cymbals. What you hear online is deceiving. So, sure, you can look up your favorite drummer and you can go, that's the cymbal that drummer uses. I do it all the time. I've definitely purchased cymbals based on who the drummer was and that they were playing it. And most of the time I've been truly happy with it. Literally like 99% of the time I've been truly happy with it. But again, if you're a student, if you're new, get out to the store. Take your sticks with you and try them out and make sure that it's the sound you're going for. All right? I hope you enjoyed this one. If you got anything out of this, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share the video, and please hit that bell icon so you don't miss any content. And until my next video, take care, everybody. Have a good one. We'll see you next time.